Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who has been struggling to accept what their intuition is telling them. We have the Hermit and the Nine of Rings, or the Nine of Pentacles, in the reverse. This person's facing a challenge. Do you want to side with everybody else around you? Do you want to ignore your own gut feeling? Or are you going to, put your foot down, actually listen to what your body's telling you and dare to disagree? So it kind of feels like this is a refusal to let the community opinion influence somebody in terms of their life choices. Obviously, that could include love. It could also be about what you do to make money. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you'd like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box below. And right below that, you can also get information on the memberships that I offer. I've got 3 different tiers. I look over there because I have them written up on the wall, if you're wondering. Which starts at $3.99. So let's dive in. We're going to start with the Noisy Tarot and see what else we've got on this Hermit individual. Oh. High Priestess in the reverse confirms ignoring somebody's intuition. The Tower and the Six of Swords in the reverse. I wish I had listened to my own intuition instead of following the advice of everyone else, because now I'm stuck and I don't know how I can get out of this situation. The Tower it's a good card and a bad card, much like the Death card is, because it can talk about things that need to change, finally changing, but it can also talk about someone not necessarily wanting things to change that way. And it would appear that that is the case because we've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. If it were in the upright, this would be about things getting into smoother waters, things improving, right? Whether that's how you get along with people, the money that you're making, your living situation, your romance. This is somebody who's like, man, it's really hit the fan because I wanted to listen to everybody else instead of make my own decisions. King of Cups, the Star, and the Seven of Swords. How can I fix this when, in order to fix it, I would have to admit what I lied about? I don't know how well you can see this dude's facial expression, but it's kind of like, and I want to fix things, but I basically have to admit I was a liar to this person. Hey, how's it going on? A little bit of ego or pride might be getting in the way, knock, knock. Hey, I just wanted to see if we could be friends again or if we could date again. But I probably have to admit to you that I lied a bunch of times. What do you think? They feel like they have too much. They would have to divulge that maybe isn't very flattering, but they can't stop thinking about, can I fix this? What can I do to get back to where I was? I wish I hadn't rejected this person, or I wish I hadn't made it seem like there was no, way to resolve this. Because whatever this is, it's something that used to make this King of Cups Hermit individual happy. I wish that I had chosen a different path. I wish that I hadn't rejected that which made me happy. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and it's also about enlightenment. They chose to remain in the dark or not challenge themselves. Stick with the crowd, right? Ten of Cups, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel a sense of loss, choosing one community over another, or choosing, you know, sorry guys, I don't know what's in my eyebrow, probably like an eyelash. I could have had this 10 of Cups with somebody, but instead I let it go because I wanted to belong, which is interesting because that's what both of those things could be represented by the 10 of Cups. It's like I got distracted by the wrong kind of community. Six of Pentacles in the reverse talks about a loss, and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse is a cost. So I had a falling out, or I walked away, or I ended things. I didn't treat you the way that I should have. And if I want to come back around, I know that there's a cost. You're not just going to be like, oh, welcome back. Would you like to mess with my emotions again? Would you like to be disrespectful? Whatever it is, they're like, I know I'm going to have to come back and be like, so about that last time we hung out. Hey, Jess. I do try to address that before I come on here. So we've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And I feel like this is saying I have to address the fact that I was not reliable, that I was not there for you, or that I was like hot and cold. You didn't know where you stood with me. This is the Fairy Lenormand. Every day, for sure. What else do we have? We have the dog. Number 18. And the snake. S-N-E-K. Which is number 7, which makes sense because 7 of Swords is that same energy, right? Somebody who's a trickster, somebody who's not necessarily being fully transparent. Now, this trickster energy, or this, let me just like create some illusion for you. This is about the community, but this is also about, well, we'll call you the Hermit. King of Cups is also their energy. High Priestess in the reverse. But see, the thing is, this is how I'm seeing it. This is so weird. Did you ever like melt crayons and like make other things, or where there's like or like Play-Doh where there's a distinct color and you like mash them together and it's cool because it's still one single form, but it's like, that's what I'm seeing as far as this Hermit. They have like their own personhood. We're going to use the little ghost guy. But like down the middle is like this sewing line. And it's like they have this other energy, other people that represent who they are. They aren't just themselves. So the karmic energies, the unwillingness to listen to your intuition or getting distracted by folly, this is because we have the Hermit sacrificing their own beliefs or desires for that of the group or the people that they're around. Hey, Carrie, how are you doing? Jess, you make me laugh. Hello, Khalil. How are you doing? So what I'm trying to say is, when you ignore your intuition and you make choices in your life as a pattern where it's primarily what other people would direct you to do, and you don't amend that or let your intuition guide that decision-making process, you start to become like a mishmash of part you, but also like other people. And I feel that's what this Hermit is realizing. I've let other people like basically create illusions or convince me to make choices that if I had made myself, I wouldn't have done what they told me to do. I'm questioning why I've been loyal to people that have led me astray. Why do I want to let somebody who maybe gives bad advice guide me along this path? And why did I let go of somebody who really was loyal to me? This is like I chose the wrong person. It could be about friendship, right? I should have believed this person instead of this person. but I do feel like there's a love element here. We've got the Clover, number 2, and number 20, the Garden. The Garden talks about community. This is so strange because randomly this morning on my YouTube feed, there was a channel that I hadn't seen before. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the channel because it's fleeting, right? But it's a channel about gardening because I'm a little bit nerdy. I like to plan because I know I'm going to probably have a garden next year. Anyways, this poor gentleman had worked over years, I believe, to build this garden, and his neighbor had sprayed pesticides and literally chopped down things in his garden without his permission. Pretty sure that's illegal, so I don't recommend anyone trying that out. But that's the influence of the community, right? Trying to mess with your ish. That's what this person's going through. I let somebody come in and chop down all my azaleas. I don't know. There's beauty that this person could have cultivated, could have enjoyed in a connection with somebody else, but they let the community, they let third parties influence their decision making, and now they're feeling like they've lost something really beautiful because they couldn't just make their own decision. Hello, Illuminati. How are you doing? Good morning, Rachel. How's your day? Empress. Ace of Cups. 4 of Cups in the reverse. When the 4 of Cups is in the reverse, it can talk about curiosity. I think we've got someone who's wondering, what would I have to do? What price would I have to pay? What truths would I need to tell you in order to see you again? What would it take for you to talk to me again? They're thinking about this Empress. Now, let's keep in mind that the genders that come through the tarot are not physicality. This is just the energy, right? So that's how we have somebody that could be the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups energy at the same time. This is talking about somebody who is able to build things on their own. The Empress has a very beautiful energy, a very loving energy. So I would expect that whoever I'm reading for, you are seen as somebody that has a lot of empathy and compassion, but people may get distracted by that nice side of you and forget that you also have boundaries. Now, does that mean that you have a mean side? Maybe. More so it means you're not going to put up with crap, right? So they have found out that if they're going to be wishy-washy or flaky, they're going to let their friends tell them what they should be doing in their love life or whatever. You're not here for it. 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, 6 of Wands. There may have been a period of time where you were upset about this, or, you wondered what was going to happen, a little bit of confusion perhaps. But 10 of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that when you realize that something is not long-term, or that somebody is not serious, that somebody is a 7 of Swords trickster, you realize that it's time to just kind of stiff upper lip, move on, and focus on the things that matter to you. So I feel like that's a pretty healthy approach. Dust yourself off, move on, and focus where you need to in order to remain in this Empress energy. Business, family, self-care, right? What do you need to do for you? You do these things. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So let me ask you something, Empress. Is this the first time that this has happened to you? I would put money on it being not the first time that this has happened to you. You don't know what's going on? You're just a little too flat. You're just a little too hot. You're just a little bit too attractive. And don't let that go to your head. there is an energy about you. It's addictive. And I do think that when you start to get into a connection with somebody, now this could be platonic or it could be romantic, there are people that get jealous. You're trying to steal my best friend. You're trying to, pretend you're something that you're not. I feel like there's a lot of jealousy and envy around you in general because people either want to date you themselves when they meet you because you're dating their friend, or there are friendships that are concerned because, oh, you're like taking time away from the person that's my friend. People love you and hate you simultaneously. And I'm sorry to say it that bluntly, but that's what it is because you have this energy that is a little bit like a drug. I'm glad to hear it. Hey, Steven, how are you doing? Hey, Matt, what's going on? So this Queen of Wands in the reverse, this is, I'm really tempted to say this is like non-magical people being jealous of your magic, but I want to be clear that everybody has magic within them. It's whether or not they are aware of it. Are you going to like cultivate it, or are you going to listen to everybody else and ignore it? Right? Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, codependency. I can't do anything until I know my friends would approve. Yeah? How do you get dressed in the morning? What do you think? I don't have time for that shit. You guys would tell me if I had a bad outfit, right? You would tell me. Oh, goody. We got the High Priestess in the upright. Yeah. This is somebody who is realizing the error of their ways because they miss you now. They see that their friends, or for some of you, this is family, were operating with not so great intentions when they made comments about you or, whether or not you should be hanging out with their friend or brother or whatever. Eight of Swords in the reverse. This person sees things differently now because they finally started to listen to their intuition, because they finally started to do some of that introspection, right? If I really like take a step back and I think about how this person treated that person or what they said about this person, I'm starting to wonder why I choose to surround myself with people that seem to be unfair, judgmental, or keep me stuck. This is a change in perspective. We might see the Hanged Man come out. And it's because of losing you. They may have needed a little bit of like a poke, right? Like, all right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to show you how losing somebody valuable because you listen to your silly friends is not worth it just to fit in. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Hey, Laura, how are you doing? Yummy Jesus. Oh, Jess, can I just say I love you? You're great. We've got Justice, Serenity, and Futuristic. Decisions, fairness, review, laws, and consequences. Serenity, ease, tranquility, peace, drift, and silence. And futuristic, visions, innovative, crafty, plans, and trendsetters. So when I really think about the decision that I made, I closed down a friendship, or I walked away from a romance with somebody who was really like loyal. That dog energy is the loyalty that they keep thinking back to because they don't see it displayed in that community that they're in, right? This is, why did I make that decision, and kind of like regret, Five of Cups style. Because when I was with that person, when I was getting to know that Empress, I felt at peace. They showed me something I didn't know was possible. I do feel like for some of you, this is a person that would say some of their happiest moments were with you. And this is difficult for them because they're thinking about their future. Is it all like downhill from here? Is it all just like boring? Is anyone ever going to be like that Empress again? Or have I truly messed that up? So they're contemplating how things would go if they walked away from that community. If I clean up my act, right? If I cleanse the negative energy around me and I'm no longer surrounded by people that might give me lame advice because of their own insecurities or jealousy, how would my life change? They're thinking about what it would be like to have friends that just say things because they want to see you do well. They're thinking about what it would be like to have friends that pay them back when they say they will, or what it would be like to have family that is excited to see them in a happy relationship. This is somebody who's contemplating things differently because of how the Empress treated them or because of the standards the Empress had for themselves. What if I had a new chapter in my life? What if I made changes in my life and left that karmic lifestyle behind? Could I live like the Empress even if I don't have the Empress in my life? That's where they're at right now. This is the Tarot of the Nile. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you know what? Totally agree. I have the best conversations with myself. Dang, Carmen, that was funny. Thank Carmen. Wait, should I say thanks, other Carmen? Should I distinguish? Just asking for a friend. Hey, Upper Echelon, how are you doing? Yep. I tell jokes for myself because, you know, I want to laugh. And if other people laugh, it's just like a bonus. Ten of Swords. Wow, and another Six of Swords in the reverse in the same column. And another Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Where do we have you? Didn't we have that? Oh, it was Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So much loss over here. This person feels like it was just such a dumb move for them to like let you go. We've got Ten of Swords, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse. This is like doom. Okay. Like nothing's exciting. Nothing is funny. I hate everything. That's what this mood is. They're like feeling this void or vacuum of excitement and positive energy because they're realizing how much the Empress brought to the table. Another Ten of Cups. I thought it was so important to fit in with my community that I was willing to sacrifice something that was actually pretty important to me in order to remain like cool with them or in order to like fit in. But why would I want to fit in with somebody who wants me to give up something that makes me happy? Why wouldn't I choose the thing that makes me happy instead? Is there something I can do to like let go of this community and instead choose the Empress? I told you, they've been indecisive and now they see things differently. Now they see, oh man, if I just did this, then I could maybe be with the Empress, or I could at least avoid being around people that just want to see me fail or that think it's amusing when I fumble a romantic connection that's important to me. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I don't want to lose somebody like the Empress just to impress people who are, you know, quick to throw me under the bus. I like that, Matt. Or I'll just point them to the complaint box. It doesn't exist. Sorry. Hey, Laura, what's going on? Hey, Grant, how's your day? Actually, now I just kind of want to like start a project where I do make a complaint box, and then I'll just put like a trash, like it'll just be a top to a trash. I can't be serious today. Sorry, guys. King of Wands and Knight of Cups. Oh, they're coming back. Hey, I know I chose my friends or my family over you. Sorry. Shouldn't have done that. Turns out you're actually way cooler than them. So I've been thinking about you a lot. Just wondering if, like, you know, if I changed my whole life, would you take me back? Just curious. Maybe they just like pass you a note. Do I still have a chance? Pick one. Little box. Yes. Little box. No. Little box. Hell no. So now they're coming through. They have a determination because, again, their perspective has changed. The Hanged Man is literally hanging upside down. He sees things differently. This is somebody who's saying, I know that I let other people influence our connection. Again, it could be a friendship. I let it end and I regret it. I was a fool. I should not have done that. But if I walk away from all of that BS, can I see you again? What you say? That's what they want to know. If I change it, will you join me? Can we start over if I have already started my life over? If I've already made these changes, right? Man, Final Destination just changed everything, didn't it? I don't care if I have to drive half the speed limit to avoid driving behind a truck with a whole bunch of logs in it. Like, I will. I like driving fast. So we have Palm, Destiny. Is that a joke, Spirit Guides? Yeah, you hear us talking about Final Destination. You're like, if you're gonna die, it's your moment to die. Can't change it. 18, Palm, Destiny. The Hermit has realized that the friendships they prioritized were not real friendships, right? Snake. They're fake. And the connection they had with the Empress was real. So what if you are actually my destiny? Maybe I need to put in some work. Again, they feel like things were most beautiful or most peaceful when they were with you. The nice thing is, if this is somebody who really is following their intuition, and I think it is, the Hermit has a lot of abundance that they're walking into because they are no longer letting other people make their decisions for them. Proud of you. Well done. This is the Romance Angel Oracle. Hey, Renee, how are you doing? Yep, has to be real change, doesn't it? Give your relationship a chance. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. I'm not gonna lie, this feels to me like the Empress is being told to give this person a chance, but that doesn't mean that that is the only person you can be with. The Empress is headed towards a serious relationship, but the Hermit has to really prove themselves. Okay, congratulations. You changed your mind. You have worked on things or you see things differently. But like, let's see how that plays out, right? Don't 30 seconds into a major life change expect somebody to like jump and say like, okay, goody, we're good now. They, I think, the Hermit realizes they need to demonstrate this changed behavior to the Empress. And it could be that the Empress has another romantic interest. that could be kind of competing at the same time. We have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Let go of control issues. This is like, let it play out. See what happens. Suitor number 1 or suitor number 2? I don't have a clue. You're going to have to pick for you. This is good, though, because it means for some of you, this hermit has a little bit of a fire under their butt. You know? Hey, Key Controller. How's it going? This is the situations deck. What else do we have? It's funny, guys. I just said they have a little fire under their butt, and then we get the pressure cooker. Yeah. They took too long. They did this not action, not talking thing for a little bit longer than they were supposed to. So I think they do have, they might be like seeing messages in dreams or hearing them in music, but I feel like they got people like spirit guides, like intuitive messages, like eating them up, just like, hey, what are you doing? Did I tell you you could watch The Simpsons? You got work to do. In other words, it's not an easy path forward for this hermit. They fumbled. They have to get, it's like they have to catch up, right? So they are essentially the underdog. Searching online, looking for info, records. Pop-up, spontaneous, unexpected, surprise visit, verge, about to reveal or confess. I feel like you are flirting with somebody new. Whoever resonates with the Empress has extended that playful energy to others and is moving forward, right? I know that I'll be in a healthy relationship at some point, so let's see what else is out there. And then this hermit is like, ding dong, hi. You know, you probably thought you'd never see me again, but I'm here. Just wanted to tell you I think I love you. Maybe it'll be like a, what is that called? So I'm thinking of the movie Clue when they have, is it Singing Telegram? Yeah, maybe it'll be a singing telegram. It probably won't, but I like to envision that. Oh, Grant. Brutal. Hello, Irish Fairy Tarot. How are you? Hello, Joyful Intention. Did I say it right? Oh, we got Obsession. Okay. It's not just a cologne, you guys. Yeah. They're going to go and do anything and everything they can because they have not stopped thinking about you. They feel alone, and it's like, even it's made worse by the fact that they don't feel supported or they don't feel like this connection to the community is real. I gave up something that was real with the Empress, somebody who's really loyal to me, because my friends or my family were like looking down their nose at them like, you're going to date that? That's weird. Okay, Christy, show me yours. Like, why did I make that decision? Now I feel like I won't meet somebody like that ever again. So their focus is on this reconciliation. I've got to find a way to see them again. So for some of you, they are going to show up uninvited. Alexa, play Alanis Morissette. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. Hey, Vicky Tata, how are you doing? Oh no. Okay, well, could have been worse. They didn't fall on the ground, you guys. It's normally my favorite parlor trick. Man, you're funny. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse again. Living your life as long as you got permission from other people was not the move. And the Hermit had an opportunity to make a change. And that's why this Empress entered their life. To show them what it's like to actually follow your intuition and live life on your own terms. I feel like that's something that you do. Knight of Pentacles, I'm telling you, they're going to come visit you. Dude's looking at a map. And it's the sunflower that he's going to, which talks about happiness, right? You have made me happier than other people, so why would I run away from that just so that I could be, a part of the crew, so my buddies wouldn't make fun of me, so that my, girls said, oh, good job. No, I'm stuck in the Five of Cups. I'm regretful. I'm upset. I'm heartbroken. And it's because I ignored my own intuition and put somebody else's opinion over my own. They miss you. Justice. High Priestess. Wow. Remember the King of Cups came out at the beginning? It was like the side-eye dude, like, see? This is, I know how to fix the situation. And even if I don't get to have a romance or a friendship with this Empress after I apologize or make this move, then at the very least, what I've been able to do is change my life for the better, get back in tune with my intuition, and stop living my life for other people. I'm going to give them credit. They are smart enough to have realized, even if the Empress tells me to get, at least I did all of this work and I made a significant step forward because the Empress motivated me to do so. Page of Swords and the World. So even if you reject them, they might still say, thank you for changing my life anyways. Because I would not have maybe gotten to this point unless you showed me what I was doing wrong. Hey, you missed a spot. Yeah, I have intuition. So you've taught them how to prioritize their own desires and not let other people make their decisions for them or influence them to such a degree. This is the Love Oracle. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. They are going to tell you that they have felt very sad in the absence of your energy. The life that they used to prioritize or that they felt was so important to them, now they see it as that was just like chasing thrills. That was just like surface level stuff. But what I have with you, that's real. What I could have with you in the future, even if it's a fantasy, that feels real too. They want something serious with you. They know that there's a pretty good chance you're going to be like, okay, well, you already ruined that one. So why did you ignore me before? Why did you reject me before? They know they have to tell you what happened. And I don't think they're nervous. Well, I mean, I think they're nervous to do so, but I think they're committed to doing so. Conflicted, decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices, past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. I don't want to live that same life. That didn't make me happy. You made me happy. So if I have to make a change in order to be happy, then it's probably worth it. Woo! We got the divine masculine. So they're getting that Emperor, King of Wands energy. They're harnessing that fire energy to make this change in their life. And their focus is, do I still have a chance? Can I actually have like a serious relationship with you? Because everything else just seems like a waste of my time. These are divine counterparts, divine feminine and divine masculine coming out together. I really do appreciate that, because it's not even just that these are two different people and they mesh well. It's that within us, we all have feminine and masculine energy. And the idea is, can I achieve a balance of that within myself so that I know how to respect myself and go after the dreams and the things that are important to me, but I can also handle emotions, you know, receive love and give love without it being scary. All right, I'll pull a few from the Potero and then I'll call it a day. Hi, Vicky. How's it going? So when I see the name Vicky, I think of a woman that I used to know when I was a small girl. My parents were friends with a couple, Vicky and Steve. But when we were feeling funny, we would call them Sticky and Beef. Such a bold woman. And loved cars. I think that's partly why I have such a love of cars. We would always go to car shows together. Anyways, just random. Three of Candles, Three of Wands. I can conceive nothing more sublimating than the strange peril and novelty of an adventure such as this. May God grant that we succeed. I'm nervous. I'm excited. Maybe things will go the way that I want. But even if they don't, I know that I am on the precipice of a new chapter in my life. Things are going to be different because I'm making my own decisions. I'm not letting somebody else tell me what to do or, you know, make me feel guilty about falling in love with somebody. 10 of Quills, which is the 10 of Swords. Weep now or nevermore. If I don't do something now, I feel like I'm not going to actually get an opportunity to speak to you again. They feel a sense of urgency, which is probably why we have somebody trying to figure out how they can surprise you. The Magician. But the Raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Interesting, considering it says weep now or nevermore. For those of you that are Edgar Allan Poe fans, you know the word he's talking about is nevermore. It's now or never. That's how they feel. So good luck to them and good luck to the Empress. Hello, Michael. How's it going? Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes. That means a lot to me. Also, really appreciate those of you that comment, and a huge thank you to those of you that are members. I'm going to try to put up today a little voting thing for the members, stars and towers, to see when that live stream will be this week. All right. See you on the next one. Toodles.